I can remember being just a little girl, singing in the church choir, going to Sunday school, Bible study, and all of those things. And I can remember my mom placing in us, rooting in us, our faith in God, our love for God, who we can trust, who to go to in times of trouble and sorrow, and in the good times as well. Although life can hit hard at any given moment, and those family members can be taken away in the blinking of an eye, when the person that you had that was always there for you, to stand with you and by you, is one of those people who are taken away from you, you're grateful that you were taught, and you can go back to your roots and say, I trust God. I'm going to lean on God. I'm going to allow Him to care for me in this moment, to comfort me. And so you'll find that in those moments, we don't have to do it alone. We don't have to go through and endure the suffering by ourselves, because God says He's close to the brokenhearted. He'll comfort us. And that's what I am so grateful for today. And being who I am today is a credit to my mom for instilling those things in me. I lost my mom in 2021 due to COVID. And it wasn't a long, drawn-out thing where we could say goodbyes or any of that. She was here, and then she wasn't. In that time, it was one of the worst times of my life. It brought on anxiety, depression, sadness. It had me in a space that I just didn't want to be anymore. And I could hear my mom in my head telling me, get up out of that bed. And it brought me back. It brought me back to times where I would be sick and I'd lay in the bed and she'd say, don't lay in that bed. It's going to take you. And I got up, I immediately got up, and I started to make sure that I took care of myself, doing self-care, doing things that would make me smile again, make me happy again, allowing God, right, to step back in and show me where He wanted me to be in all of this. Little did I know He was preparing me for one of the worst things that could ever happen to a mom, and that's to lose a child. A very short time after losing my mom, I lost my baby. She was 1 year old. It was quick and it was fast, just like my mom. She was here and then she wasn't. I never knew that God was preparing me for that moment. And in that moment, had I not lost my mom, had I not gotten my faith where it is today, had not God shown me that He would be there with me to endure these things, I would not have made it through that moment. It would not have been something that I would have been able to do alone. And so I'm grateful. I'm grateful for those things and allowing God to come in and be my comforter and to be who I needed Him to be at that time, in that moment, to allow me to lean on Him, because it was hard. But it strengthened my faith and my trust in God. And it helped me to realize that God does not do things to us. He does them for us. And then it brought me back here. I'm going to close this up in just a second. He brought me to this scripture that I like to hold close. And it's something that gets me through and has gotten me through. My sister shared this with us when my mom passed away. And it just opened my eyes to a whole lot of everything. It's Isaiah 57:1. The righteous perisheth, and no man layeth it to heart, and merciful men are taken away. none considering that the righteous is taken away from the evil to come. And I take that with me because God took them to protect them from the evils to come. That gives me comfort to my heart and to my soul. I'm so glad that God gave me a mom who would plant in me faith, God, love, and faith, because that is who I am today.